students. Okay. Good afternoon, Jaideep. Okay, sorry for being late today because of some problem that did not come on time. Okay, so I think everyone is there today. Good afternoon, Ishita is there. Okay, okay, good afternoon, Grace. So I think everyone is there. So let's start it without wasting our time. Okay, good afternoon, Sonal. So yesterday we have learned the determiners uses of little and few, and I have given you some homeworks I have sent you in the group. I think everyone has done it, isn't it? Is there any doubt related with little and few? If you have any doubt, you can ask me. You can send a message in the comment box. Yes, homework. Homework done. Okay, so we will start with the homework. Let's see how many of you have done the correct one, and we will check it together. Okay. Okay, so I will ask. So we will start with the homework now. Okay, who were absent yesterday, you can repeat the video, yesterday's video again, and just see the video properly. If you have any doubts while watching the video, if you have not understood something, you can send it to the group. You can send a message to the group wherever you have the doubt. Okay. So where absent yesterday, you can see the video, yesterday's video. Once again, the same thing will be repeated there. Okay. So again, if I will repeat the same thing, you will just waste a little bit time. So you watch the video. It's already there. And after that, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay. In the group, you can send a message there. I will repeat the thing. So today we will start. Okay, Jaideep. Yesterday there was some problem. The connection was not proper yesterday. Okay, so let's start with the homework today. Yeah, ready everyone? Okay, take out your notebooks where you have written the homework. So we will start with the first question. Okay, so number one, we have okay, Jaideep, we are actually doing the grammar classes. No need to ask Miss Monali and all. Let it be. Maybe some students. Okay. Okay, so let's start the homework. Okay. So number one, we have only dash minutes left. We have only dash minutes left. What is the answer? What you have written? Please reply it. We have only dash minutes left. Yeah, Grace has replied to the correct answer. We have only dash minutes left. Yeah, just reply. What is the answer? Yeah, Grace, Ishita, Jaideep, Devraj, Nili, Sonal. Yes, they have given the Correct answer, yes. The answer is a few. We have only a few minutes left. Clear, everyone? Okay, so let's go to the second question. Question number 2. Yes, a few. Abhishek has also given the correct answer. It's a few. Okay. So, next question. There are just dash apple left. There are just dash apple left. What will be the answer? There are just dash apple left. So reply. Okay, it's Rahul. Okay, next question. Okay, next question. To reply the answer. There are just dash apple left. Okay, Rahul has given the answer. Ishita has given the answer, and others. Yes, Devraj, yeah, correct answer. Nunili also has given the correct answer. Okay, so the answer is a few. Yes. Yeah, Sonal, yeah, Grace, a few. Okay, now let's go to the third question. I can depend on dash friends I have. I can depend on dash friends I have. What is the answer? Just reply. I can depend on dash friends I have. I can depend on dash friends I have. Okay. Others are not replying. Yeah, Grace, Kushika, Yamarjit, Sonal. Sonal, you write the full word, okay? Not only the. If you will write the, then it will be like you are writing the article. Yes. Okay. Okay, many of you have given the answer, but the correct answer is the few friends, means whoever are left. I can depend on the few friends I have. The answer will be the few. Okay, the few. Okay, so let's go to the fourth question. Dash guidance from you will be enough for me. Dash guidance from you will be enough for me. Dash guidance from you will be enough for me. Dash guidance from you will be enough for me. So reply. Okay, Grace has replied. Okay, Jaideep, Charlina, Devraj, Ishita, Sonal, everyone has replied. Yes, Hunmili has replied. Okay, here guidance means it is uncountable. Yeah, it is not a countable one. So of course, in uncountable we use little. But here dash guidance means some guidance. So it will be a little guidance. The correct answer will be a little guidance from you will be enough for me. So the correct answer is a little guidance. Okay, a little. Okay, so let's go to the other question. He gave away dash money he had to the beggar. He gave away dash money he had to the beggar. He gave away dash money he had to the beggar. Reply. He gave away dash money he had to the beggar. Okay. He gave away dash money he had to the beggar. Now here money is of course an uncountable noun, and then it will be like it means whatever is left. He had whatever he had. So what we will put, whatever it was left. So it will be the little money. He gave away the little money he had to the beggar. The little money he had to the beggar. Answer will be the little. Okay. So many of you have written, gave the answer, but the correct is the little. Okay, let's go to the other question. Dash of my friends helped me much in my distress. Dash of my friends helped me much in my distress. What will be the answer? Dash of my friends helped me. Friends, dash of my friends. Okay, so I did the previous one, that is correct. Now the next question is dash of my friends helped me much in my distress. Okay, Ishita has replied. Grace, Charlena has replied. Jadip has replied. Dash of my friends means here we can say that some of them help me in my distress. Not everyone, but some of them. We cannot use few here. Few means no one helped, but here we can say a few. The answer will be a few. Some of them. So a few of my friends helped me in my distress. Okay. So now, yeah, a few will be the correct answer. So next question. He does not trust dash friends he has. He does not trust dash friends he has. He does not trust dash friends he has. He does not trust. Here, whoever are left. Okay. So it will be, what will be the answer? He does not trust dash friends he has. Reply. Okay, Shita, Charlena, Grace has given the answer. And others? Yeah, Devraj, Abhijit, Millie. Okay, everyone has given the answer, but the correct answer will be the few, as it is like whoever are left there. No, so he does not trust the few friends he has. Whoever are there, he does not trust any one of them. Okay, the few. The answer will be the few. Okay, now question number 8. Okay, let's go to the question number 8. A busy person has dash time to waste. Now here we are talking about a busy person. So it will be like a busy person, the one who is always busy. So dash time to waste. What will be the answer? A busy person has dash time to waste. Reply. Time we use. Yes. Okay. Of course, a busy person will have no time to waste. It's not it. A busy means when we are talking here busy, that means he does not have any time to waste. So it will be little time, not a little. A little means some time, but a busy person has no time to waste. So the answer will be little time, not a little. Okay, little time to waste. See the sentence. A busy person has little time to waste. Okay, answer will be little. Okay, clear everyone? Then next question. Okay, let's go to the next question number 9. Can you lend me dash books? Can you lend me dash books? Can you lend me dash books? What will be the answer? Can you lend me dash books? Can you lend me dash books? Here, can you lend me? If you are writing the few, it will be whatever you have, all you have to lend. But here we are talking about only some. Can you lend me a few books? The answer will be a few books. Emily has given the correct answer and others are, you have tried. It's not correct. It will be a few. Can you lend me a few books? Okay. Okay, so now the last question. Our principal is a man of dash words. Our principal is a man of dash words. Our principal is a man of dash words. Reply. This is actually a saying, uh, or you can say a proverb or something like that. Our principal. So here the answer. Our principal is a man of, yes, the answer will be few. Yeah. Charlina and Jagdeep has given the correct answer. It will be few. Our principal is a man of few words. Okay, like this type of questions will come like he is a man of dash words or the painter is a man of dash words. So in that case, we use few words. That means they talk very less. Okay, they talk very less. So it will be our principal is a man of few words. This type of question comes. The painter is a man of dash words. It will be few words. Or he is a man of dash words, few words. Okay, so the answer will be few. So we have completed the homework. Now we will go to the next topic. Today we will learn about much and many, uses of much and many, and after that some or any. Much or many, some or any. So already yesterday I have given you the notes of much and many, some and any. So I think everyone has written, isn't it? Have you written the notes of much and many, some and any? Reply if you have written, just take out your notes and then I will explain it one by one. Not written. Yesterday itself I have sent it in the group. Much, many, some, any. If you have not written, you just afterwards the explanation of it. Afterwards, you take it write down from the group. It is already there yesterday. Yesterday itself I have sent, but we could not complete yesterday. We have only completed little, few and little yesterday. We could complete that much only. Today we will complete this one, much, many, some and any. Okay. Okay, so almost everyone has written. Who has not written, you can write it afterwards from the group. In the group, the photo is there, so you just write down. Okay. Okay. So just let's go to much and many. Okay. Now what much and many, they are also quantifiers. Like we have learned yesterday, little and few, they are quantifiers. These are also quantifiers. This also tells us about how much we have with it or how many the thing is with. But only the difference is that the difference are saying like few and little. So much is used for uncountable noun and it express amount. So much is used for uncountable noun. So like little, much is also used for uncountable noun and it is used to express amount. That means the thing which we cannot count in numbers. We need to count it in amount, okay, kilogram or something like that. Not in numbers, not 1, 2, 3, 4. So we all know how what are uncountable nouns, isn't it? Yesterday you have already told like sugar, like milk or rice or sand. They are all uncountable nouns. So we use much with uncountable noun and it express amount. So clear everyone? Much. Clear about much? What is much? Okay, then now let's say many. Okay, what is how many is expressed? Okay, many is used for countable noun. Okay, many is used for countable noun and it express numbers. So many we use for countable noun. That's the thing which we can count. Okay, the things which we can count. Um, and it express numbers. Okay, like the things are that we can count. Oranges we can count, yeah. Books we can count. People we can count. Pen we can count. So the things which can be counted, we use many for those words which can be counted. So many is used for countable noun and it express number. Much is used for uncountable noun and it express amount. And many is used for countable noun and it express number. Clear? Are you clear, everyone? Do you have any doubt? Much and many. Again, we have lots of much and many. The rules of much and many we will come across. The first thing you have to know that how we can differentiate much and many. We have to know it that much is used for uncountable noun and it express amount. Like we cannot count in numbers. The things which we cannot count in numbers, those things are used for with much. Okay, and the things which we can count in numbers, that those things are used with many. Uh, and then you can say like you can say I have there are many oranges in the basket, no, which we can count it. There is much milk in the jug or in the glass, yeah. The thing we can just count it. We cannot count it. Milk we cannot count it. It is an uncountable noun. Like orange we can count it. It is a countable noun. Okay, clear, everyone? Again, we have lots of, only the thing you should know, what is the difference between much and many. So I am repeating the same thing again and again. Many, you just remember many countable nouns. And of course, one thing is that whatever countable noun are there, yesterday I have already mentioned it, whatever countable nouns are there, we used in the plural or singular form. But for uncountable noun, we always use as a singular form. We don't put like, we don't say milk are, we say milk is. Okay, we don't put the plural form, we put the singular form. Okay, singular one. Clear, everyone? Okay, now, are you clear? Is there any doubt in much and many? If yes, if you are clear, say yes. If no, then no. Okay, Nisha, actually we have started this class as we have got the government order of this, like taking the online classes and all. But we have started this live session. I think it was from Monday. No? Yeah, it's Sunday. Yeah. It was from Sunday. We have started the class. For class 9, we do it at like 10:45. 10:45 or almost 1 hour, and for class 10 we take it at like 12:30. Today it's a little bit late, but almost at 12:30, 1 hour, not more than that. Okay, okay, clear. So Rahul and Amarjit, do you have any doubt? Is there any doubt, Rahul and Amarjit? Yeah, you can. What doubt? You can just give a reply. Let's say much and many. We have not come other part. Now again we have much and many. Okay, I will just explain the thing again. Much and many, they both are quantifiers. Okay, they tell us how many whatever amount we have with us, isn't it? So much and many, they both are quantifiers. Now, what much is used for uncountable noun? Much we use for uncountable noun. Uncountable means the things which cannot be counted in numbers, and it express amount. It cannot be counting 1, 2, 3, 4. There we use much, and many is actually it express numbers. And it is used for countable noun. The thing which we can count in numbers, like you can say books, we can count. No, there are many books on the shelves, so we can count it. And the thing. there is much water in the sea. We cannot count water, it's not it. So the thing which we cannot count as number, we use for much, and the thing which we can count in numbers, we use many. Clear, everyone? Okay. Okay, so now let's start the other one. So now uses of many. Now we have uses of many and uses of much. We can where to use many and where to use much. Okay. So now uses of many. You remember many is used in countable noun already I have told, and we use the plural form with it. Okay. We use the plural form. Okay. Now where what are the uses of many? Questions about quantity. Many is used on questions about quantity, like how many we have. Okay, questions about quantity. In that case, we use. I will just read it out. Many is used in questions. So we use many in questions about quantity with countable noun in the plural form. So we use many in questions, like how many book do you have? No, we are asking a question. When we have a question, interrogative sentence, we use question. Many, it is used in question about quantity, like what amount you have or what number you have, that particular thing. How many books do you have? How many papers do you have? How many pencils do you have? So in that case, while asking a question which tells us about the quantity, there we use many. Okay, clear? Questions about quantity, there we use many. Like many is used in question which tells about the quantity of that particular thing or material or whatever we have with us. Okay, and it is always used in plural form. Okay, it is always used in plural form. Okay, for example, how many apples are there? So here it is a question and I'm asking about the quantity of what? Apple. I'm asking the quantity of a apple. That how many apples are there? So you see apples, we are using the plural form and are. Okay, with the plural of course we use are. So how many apples are there? This is a question which tells us the which is where I have asked the quantity of the apples. So how many apples are there? Or number next example, how many eggs are there in the fridge? How many eggs are there in the fridge? With the quantity many, that is the use of many. Clear, everyone? Then we will go to the other one. Second rule of many. Okay. In here, questions about quantity. Yes, Jaydeep, the connection is poor. But later on again you can repeat the video and see it. Okay. Okay, have you understood the first rule of many? Go to the second rule of many. Describing a small quantity. So where it describes a small quantity. Okay. Okay. Now the second rule is that describe a small quantity, but it should be in the negative form, negative sentence. Okay. Negative sentence where we have that describe a small quantity, very less in numbers. Okay. In that case, we use what? Many. But it should be negative, in the negative form. Okay. For example, there aren't dash, sorry, many is used in negative sentence to describe a small quantity with countable noun in plural form. So many is used in negative sentence. Many, it is used with negative sentence that describe a small quantity with countable. It should be countable noun and in the plural. I don't have many carrots. I don't have many carrots. There are very less carrots with me. That means there aren't, so that is negative sentence. There are not many carrots. And it describes that I have carrot in a very less form. It is very less in number. Okay. So the thing which is less in number, we use many, but it should be countable and in the plural form. Or you can say there aren't many apples. There aren't many apples. So the thing which is very less in number and in a countable and it is a countable noun in plural form, we use what? We use many. Okay, so we have two rules in many. What is the first rule? First rule that describe a question about quantity, that asks questions about the quantity of a particular thing. And second one, we have in the negative sense, we have a small quantity that describe a very less in quantity, the thing which we have in less in numbers, but it should be in the negative form. Clear everyone with much and many? Sorry, many. First rule and second rule. Okay. Now we have third rule of many. Do you have any doubts in many, the first and second rule of many? Very simple. First rule that question about quantity of something. Second rule that describe the second rule that describe the small quantity of anything, of any product, of anything that have very less in numbers, which I have very less in numbers, but it should be in the negative form. Okay. Now number 3, describe a huge amount of. Okay, I have in a huge amount of. So in that case, where it is a positive sentence, the sentence should be in positive form and it describes a large quantity. बहुत सारा, we say no, बहुत large quantity. When we have बहुत ज़्यादा, we have in a large amount. There we do not use much or many. Here I am talking about many, so we don't use many. In place of many, we will use what? We will use a lot of or lots of. We will use a lot of or lots of. Okay, we will not use many. When you have in the positive sentence, when you have a sentence, it is a positive one and it is expressing that you have large in number, large quantity, then you will mention in place of many, you will mention a lot of or lots of. Okay, clear everyone? For example, I will say there are dash oranges. Here it is positive sentence. It is positive sentence. So it will be, you will not write there are many oranges. You will write there are lot of oranges or there are lots of oranges or there are a lot of oranges. You will not mention many oranges. Okay, when you have large in quantity. Clear everyone? Do you have any doubt in this many, in the rules of many? Then we will go to the rules of much, and then after that I will ask you some questions from much and many. If you have any doubt, you can just reply in the comment section. No ma'am, no ma'am means you have understood. Not understood or understood? Understood. Okay. So, saying it once, can you just write down in the comment section what the first rule is, what it describes, what the first rule describe of many. Okay. So hope everyone has understood. Okay, so again I'm repeating the same thing. For many, we have 3 rules, and in the 3 rules, the first was question about quantity that tells us how much the object or the product is with me, how many we have. So when it is a question that asks us about the quantity of something, then we use many. Just remember it should be in the countable form, countable number, and it should be in the plural form. Okay. Second one was what? in large amount of, when you have lots of things, sorry, when you have less in number, but it should be in the negative form. When it is negative sentence and you have very less amount of something, then we use many. Same countable and plural form is used here also. And the last one is a large amount of. When you have a large, when you describe a large amount of something, a large quantity, you have something in a large quantity, then also you use many. Next, let's go to another uses of much. Okay, the same thing we have in much also. Whatever rules we have in many, we have in much also. So much is used in questions. Okay, first question about quantity. There are also in questions about quantity. Much is used in questions about quantity with uncountable and singular and plural form. But in much we have uncountable and singular form. Okay. For example, how much milk is there? Okay, we will not write are there, we will write is there. How much milk is there? How much sugar is there? Okay, we will use much. Okay, number two, the same thing as in many, here also describe a small quantity, but it should be in the, here it should be uncountable noun and singular form. Much is used in negative sentences to describe a small quantity. There isn't much rice. Isn't. We will not write aren't. There aren't much rice will be wrong. It will be there isn't much rice in the plate. Or there isn't much oil in the container. There isn't much rice or there isn't much oil. Number three, rule number three of much. Same as we have done in many, here also same thing. Describe a large quantity.